Fans, this is Brady Laber from the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League, trying to hold my tripod steady here. A little bit of equipment malfunction here in Saline, Ohio, but the Grand Lake Mariners didn't have any kind of malfunctions after having a 3-run 8th inning and coming all the way back to win 10-9 over the Lima Locos. Brandt Kendall, one of the heroes here today. Brandt, kind of talk about today's game because, I mean, I know it's hard to say it's a must-win at this point, but that felt like a must-win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely crucial win. Us and Locos tied, same record. And just trying to get that edge out, if we make it to the championship series, having those first 2 home games huge. And especially, Locos obviously taking the first 5 games we played against them. This definitely, at least in my head, I felt like it was a must win. I think chatter around the dugout was pretty much the same thing, must win. Just in order to keep the confidence rolling, obviously coming off an 18-game win streak before this series, and then having an unfortunate first 3 games, and then we get this one, and so stakes are a little higher, energy's a little higher, all that kind of stuff. So absolutely.
Talk about that, man. You guys went through a stage where over 2 weeks you didn't lose a game. You went from like Father's Day all the way up until last week, and then all of a sudden you find yourself losing 3 in a row. That just kind of proves how baseball works sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So talk about that. What goes through the mindset? Because baseball's supposed to be more of an even keel. You're not supposed to win 18 in a row, and you're not supposed to lose 17 in a row like another team in this league is doing right now, man. Just kind of talk about that, how baseball works that way.
Yeah, I think just for us, just not thinking about the fact that we were on this win streak and, trying to not get big egos, obviously confidence is rolling high, but at the same time, going in every game, every game starts 0-0 regardless of the record. So I think just trying to stay as even killed as possible, regardless of whether, we thought we were the better team or not, and just battling every pitch, every at bat, taking wins by days.
And talk about your game today, man. 4 hits, you're a home run away from the cycle, and you did the hardest part first, right? You got the leadoff triple in the first inning, man. Just talk about how you were seeing things tonight.
Yeah, I think definitely the last couple games I've been seeing the ball really well. Made a couple swing adjustments going into this series, so definitely just, especially being in the leadoff spot, if any team's going to give me first pitch fastball, I just got to be ready to go by pitch 1, jump on it, especially if it's going to be in the zone. So luckily I was able to do that today and get a triple. And then, the rest of the game, I was just seeing the ball really well. Their breaking ball was good. I'm giving credit to their pitchers are really good. Obviously one of the best teams in the league. So I think I was just seeing it really well and everything was going right for me to play today.
Not sure if you were aware of it when you came here to Grand Lake, but this is the longest standing rivalry in our league between Lima and the Mariners, and it's a pretty heated one, but both teams are good at the same time. Kind of talk about that because it brings a juice that summer baseball doesn't normally have.
Yeah, I did not know that. So I was actually just told that on Monday coming into the series at the gym. I met a local and they were telling me about this series. So I think for the majority of us, a lot of us not being from this area, we don't necessarily know all the rivalries and stuff, but just necessarily away from the rivalry, the fact that we're two, us and them are battling it out for that top spot. I think stakes are definitely higher. And then when you get the crowd involved, obviously the crowd knows about the rivalry more than we do. So when the crowd gets involved, it just fires the dugout up.
Yeah, and just talk about being here in Salina. It's a small town. It's a tourist attraction area, but still a lot of locals. Talk about how the Mariners are their big league team here in town.
Yeah, definitely. So, I've obviously not from around here. I'm from a small town in southern Indiana. So really nice spot. I love it here. Definitely the locals being at the games. I know we've had a couple pretty packed games, especially I want to say 4th of July. And then again, when we played Flag City this past weekend, we attracted some really big crowds. So I think definitely trying to get that home field advantage, especially going into playoffs. If we can pack this place out and get the fans involved, it'll just make everything better in the dugout.
All right, Brandt Kendall, the big hero here today for the Mariners and a big 10-9 win. Brandt, congratulations, best of luck, and we will see you down the road.
Thank you.